Oh, oh, oh. Hey, look at that. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I've got some rock crawling skills. I'm an official amateur RC rock crawling aficionado. All right. So let me talk about ground vehicles. So this was something that I didn't really address in my profile overview from yesterday, and I should have known better. I mean, I was working on this profile for like for like 3 weeks or something. It felt like a year. So anyways, yeah, long story short, I didn't test it enough, and there were a couple of things that needed tweaked. So I have already updated this profile. And I need to play with it a little bit more before I get it up in the community, but it'll be up there and right here, version 2. So if you already were using the profile, just please go in the community and get this updated one. It has a couple of tweaks. There are a couple things like, well, for B and A, I wasn't sure what I was putting there, and I had it middle mouse, which I think was a holdover from an older version where that was my missiles, and then I labeled it poop, so that clearly didn't apply. And see, actually, there it is again, yeah. This doesn't need to be there. Okay. So that's resetting the clock. That's some more time I gotta play. I added horn to A, even though I can't test that. I don't have a vehicle that has a horn. And one thing, just as like a future proofing, I don't have weapon firing for this. I don't have a ground vehicle that does that, and I don't even know if the rover. I'm not sure if the driver can shoot or you need a gunner. So that'll be something for an update, but it's okay for now. But really, the main thing was I had somebody asking me, like, hey, I got in here, I'm stuck. How do I get out of this ground vehicle set? Which is like different. It's the triggers and... Well, I had the default was your seat 2 times press was taking you out of it. But even that was a little bugged. It was just unloading the layer and not getting out of the seat. So now I can hop in here. Switch to the ground vehicles. Now I'm going to press 2 times B. It'll unload this layer and get me out of the seat. Switches to main, and he hops out. But what I just added was also... So alright, we go into ground vehicles. 2 times press to unload. And goes back to main. Now ideally I would have liked to have had a cycle press. Like push it once, loads it, push it again, unloads it. That's not going to work. Because you can't apply that to action layers, so... Like in my old system, it would have been like you click here to load a layer. I duplicated this entire radial menu. Like for the ground vehicles, for the flight, and for inventory. So I'm trying to get away from that because that just really made updating the profile a gigantic pain in the ass. So it's all on one, you know, every different control scheme is using this same radial menu. So push it once to go in the ground vehicles. 2 times press B to get out, or 2 times press on that center button. And just as an example, like while I'm in here, I have, you know, the full analog. I can go nice and slow. You can see the range up here on the bar. You know, that and the analog throttle makes it a lot nicer because you could actually, like, we could try to do some rock crawling. Yeah, that's too steep. There. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to put out this quick little update, and as quickly as possible before before too many people would be using this profile. So I will put this up into the community configs. If you were using it, please grab the new one. I'll update all the info on that Nexus page, and if the link to this profile changes, which I'm thinking it's going to, I will update that link in the other video. And then also just neither here nor there, but while I'm talking about this profile, one thing I'm thinking about is custom icons. I'm not sure that. I mean, that's really, that's one you guys will have to sound off in the comments if you want them. I might, but it would always be optional. And because I already have from here on, those are all my custom icons. You know, so like this. You know, that makes a hell of a lot more sense than just a circle, which was the closest thing I could find. Kind of thinking like a tire for the default one. But if I do that, it would take me a while because I will need to make quite a lot more custom icons. Plus, I'm changing it again, which is going to reset the clock for when I can upload this effing thing. Damn it. Alright, don't make any changes. But just to peruse, just make sure I don't click on any of them. Feel like that for the ground vehicles. Power, you know, the actual icon in Star Citizen Power. A better little flashlight one, a better healing, oxygen, guns that are actually, like I created those from the official guns in the game. But yeah, I would also need to make ones for targeting, because right now, well, some of these maybe would change too. I don't know. Yeah, like these, I would maybe make them more like the targeting icon in the game. I mean, I tried to choose things for this that made the most sense, but I could come up with a bunch more that would make it more clear what the emotes are. But yeah, that's a fair amount of icons to make. But I'm not opposed to it. I'm just tossing it out there. Like, I might do that on my own, but if that's something people are interested in, just let me know. And I could make that as a extra additional, you know, supplemental download for this profile. But really, I just wanted to go over the ground vehicle stuff because I didn't cover that at all. And then upon further testing, I realized that wasn't really ready yet. I kind of let myself get rushed and peer pressured into getting this profile out because I knew people were waiting on it. Not too much damage done. The other one's only been out there for like 13 hours, so shouldn't be too big of a deal just to update it. But in the meantime, I need to play with this for at least 5 minutes. What kind of trouble could we get into? Can I get up here? Oh, oh, oh. Hey, look at that. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I've got some rock crawling skills. I'm an official amateur RC rock crawling aficionado. But yeah, that was really my main motivation for getting the analog, like full analog into the game, because that to be able to rock crawl is pretty hard with the with WASD. Can we get up on top of that stuff under that bridge? Oh, that looks pretty steep. I don't know. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, oh. The geometry's a little screwy here. I don't think they expected. They weren't anticipating Master Rock Crawler. Oh, oh, oh. Nice. Yeah, not too shabby. So you should be able to find it up here. Look for the V2, and then you'll get the updated version. And, yeah, that's it. All right. I will see you around. Wait, let's